I did it, yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it?
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the New England Patriots and the Houston Texans. Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They begin with a quick throw out left. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. 23-yard line. Out of the gun, Newton. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Third and 2, Newton. Got his target, Samuel. And he will have a Patriots first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Again, Newton. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Newton delivers this one to McCaffrey, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And that completion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away.
That's the reason we ball for them. Circle right twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
3.5 to go, first quarter. On 2nd and 10, Newton. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Garyon Conley. 20. There he goes left side. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the pick 6, and they're decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really...
It got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
First down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there. They'll have a 2nd and 1.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they're able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
On 2nd and a yard, Newton eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it, taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Newton on first down. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as he's out of bounds at the 2. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Cam on the option. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
6-yard line.
From the gun, here's Newton. and they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. Ouch, could have been a game-tying touchdown. They'll have to hold on that at least for now.
Ouch in a big way, like ripping the Band-Aid off there. Can they let the sting subside and come back and get it done?
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Taken from about the 12.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll throw from the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. That'll bring up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Throwing again is Watson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 23 yards the pickup there.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 43-yard line.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. He's tight right there. 4 down, 4 down. 24. Switch it, come on, switch it.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They're on the counter now on on first down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On the keeper, this is Watson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
57. Mike, 57. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And to give this time to the tailback. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Texans push further out in front.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Gun.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Joshua Jackson there to knock that one away.
It's 2nd down and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Newton. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
For Curtis Samuel, incomplete. Let's hear it, Texas.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A final shot before the break, Newton. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and unable to connect, incomplete. They give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where you burn that. 6 figures every year, yeah, earn that. At the front of this line is what
the Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Watson escaping the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Now a handoff looking right. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 40-yard line.
Let's get it. There we go, baby. There we go. Who's that? 19. 57's the mic. On Yardy. On Yardy. 54. He's coming, double up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. 57's the Mike. Mike 57.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's Brian Anger now. And the way this offense has moved the ball. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Newton taking a shot for Samuel. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57. Here we go. Here we go. Check 37. Check 37.
And to give this time to the tailback. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Check 26, check 26.
From the gun on third, Watson. From the left side, it's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up, 59!
On 1st and 10, Watson. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Faking the give. Now Watson steps away. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Flushed out right. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
He's going to take another shot here. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That catch good for only a couple.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down.
59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59. You ain't going nowhere. Check.
He may try and run for this. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
You got 3, you got 3. 3 down, 3 down. 59. Check safety.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Mike, check. 59. To the floor. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot. Watch the shit.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Texans 21, Patriots 3. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation. It's caught inside the 25, and all the way down to the 22-yard line.
A gain of 55 yards.
They fake the give. Newton.
Patriots.
And this is caught at the 8. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and the end result, a touchdown.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The catch and run there. Good for 16 and a first.
Another nice pickup through the air. And I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now they try the right side here. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And to give this time to the tailback. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game, right?
Flag on the play. Yeah, yeah. That's a flag on the play. Yeah, yeah. Flag on the play. Hold up. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go. I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just got a set, like I run up in the backfield. I just got a set, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running out the block, yeah, I'm